Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, maybe early evening. We've got an early MT match coming up. We have Polari versus JLambsy in... I think it's the Wizards. No, it's Lizards, okay. My headline here was correct. Lizard 6. We've pulled a, I think, pretty popular and well-known game, but the players have agreed that they both know little enough about it to be able to race it blind, more or less. Probably gonna be a quick setup, so I'm not gonna go into the match history. Well, looks like we should be ready to go. Oh, wait a second, I forgot to put in the game. That's what happens when you do everything on your own. think now should be good to go. We have... We've got Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. I was just a little bit confused that the title screen looked different. Maybe let's watch this for a few seconds. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is the same title screen. Nice. Right, here we go. And our goal is to beat the game. Sounds like it could be kinda long. We do have an infinite lives cheat on though, to help with hard game overs. So I myself think I haven't played any of the like legitimate Aladdin games. I've only played a bootleg or two of it, so I don't know too much about it. What I do know is that the Super Nintendo and the Genesis versions are completely different games. Looks like in this game we've got limited apples to throw. And Aladdin also has some kind of move to jump on enemies. Well, finishing the first stage, it was... Did JLambsy get a bonus that Polari didn't get, or maybe JLambsy is already further and I didn't notice. Ah, Polari got a glider, I guess. Okay, that seems very useful. It looks like the bonus stage cost JLambsy like 10-15 seconds. But Polari took a death there. Now a little bit behind again, but it's still early and we're doing the whole game. Although I guess it's not a long game if beat the game is a viable MT goal. JLambsy getting sent back to the start of the screen again. There's a 1-up on the left side for Polari, but we've got an infinite lives cheat, so we do not need to collect those at all. And Polari is through this stage. Is anything in that vase? Maybe there was some kind of enemy, like a snake or something. JLambsy taking a death again in the previous room. Oh, Polari taking a fall there. The glider was very useful there, like basically letting you take a lot of blind jumps. Polari's fall wasn't really either the gliders or the blind jumps' fault, it was just a little mishap, I guess. JLambsy, also in this room now, yeah, there we go. No, it's obviously the same background. And JLambsy also with the glider going for some big, kinda blind jumps to skip as many enemies and obstacles as possible. And Polari finishing the stage. JLambsy also here, oh that's right at the end, okay. So we're still very close. And we've seen that players have taken a few deaths, so they're in the same room. They might easily exchange leads. Looks like Polari is meeting the first boss. And he's holding a sword above his head, so I'm guessing you can't really jump on him too much. Both of them having very low upper counts, so can't really throw much at the boss. I think JLambsy got a jump in, yeah, okay, so apparently he's taking the sword down at some point and then you can jump on him. Yeah, I think this game is very popular, so we're lucky that our players were mostly blind to it. JLambsy said he's played it like 20 years ago but doesn't remember anything, and Polari said he's played a different Aladdin game and they agreed that that's good enough. Stage 1 clear for JLambsy. And Polari as well, so close behind still. I suppose this isn't really a very difficult game, so they might stay close together the whole race. Nice jumps there from JLambsy. I mean, I guess the game kinda sets that up. That you can jump on those beds, but it looks pretty fancy. And JLambsy reaching this treasure room ahead of Polari. Polari also at the beds. Oh no! Polari taking a fall. I wonder if maybe the glider tempts them to take some risky jumps. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is, but it can't be too long since we're doing the full game for the race. Oh, JLambsy taking this dead-end path to a 1-up. Of course, 1-up's useless since we have our infinite lives cheat. Ooh, JLambsy almost falling into the water. Luckily you can hang onto ledges. And that raft section, it's kind of like an auto-scroller, is also blessedly short. Polari at this difficult section here again. We've seen some falls here. Okay, now down to the treasure room. Okay, the monkey's pointing down. I can understand that it kind of looks like it might be a deadly pit, but the monkey's pointing down now, so Polari knows to go down. JLambsy reaching a cutscene. Stage 2 clear already. Oh, there's a carpet for Polari, but it's... Okay, looks like it's a cutscene. Missed that part earlier. Polari is now a whole stage. I mean, the game doesn't really call them stages, I guess, a whole room behind. So taking another fall. They are luckily pretty close to the start of the stage, so not a huge loss. JLambsy's stage now genuinely an auto-scroller. Because we're not the biggest fans of auto-scrollers. JLambsy rescuing himself there. Almost falling into the lava or touching it, but luckily the spike rose out of it. And Polari taking another death back to the start of this raft section. That lets JLambsy build his lead quite a bit here. Polari not grabbing the rope. Phew, almost fell into the water. But did manage to recover. Oh no. Okay, almost fell off the front of the log now. And Polari also taking this dead end. I think we saw JLambsy here as well. Oh! Polari running off the platform, and sadly there was no log under that. Because it's a downhill section, I guess, the logs are not as close as they usually are, since they rapidly rush down there. Yeah, usually they're really close together, but here they spread out quite a bit. And JLambsy at the end of the lava auto-scroller. So Polari has quite a bit to catch up. Polari down to 2 hearts, is taking some hits here from these boulders. I hope he can make it to the end of the stage. Oh yeah, looks like we're good. I think JLambsy did the next section that Polari is gonna go into without a death. Maybe I missed one, but fairly quickly, considering it's an auto-scroller. Is taking some deaths here in this escape scene. Maybe that's gonna be a chance for Polari to make up some time. JLambsy so far still surviving the flying section. Feel like it might be coming to an end. And JLambsy finishes the flying section, finishes stage 3 as well. Polari so far making good progress in the auto-scroller, but he can only make up so much time in that. And still has the whole flying section ahead of him. Oh, JLambsy with some difficult platforming here. Oh, Polari falling into the lava. Luckily it's not instant death. I was a bit worried there. If it was the water section, he'd be dead now. Oh, okay, maybe it does work like that after all. I think Polari got almost all the way through this auto-scroller, but then taking a death, that costs a lot of time. And he's already at least the whole stage behind. I guess more like 2 stages now. JLambsy, I think, is coming to this section without a floor underneath again. Taking it a lot slower now. Oh, okay. Jumping to the left from the ring, but did make it. Polari's through the auto-scroller. It's now in the flying section. JLambsy took a few deaths at least in the flying section. I'm gonna say at least 3, maybe more. Looks like Polari is getting that out of the way pretty early. Polari has a 5th heart. Okay. I'm not sure how you get those, but looks like JLambsy has that as well. I'm gonna guess it's coming from collecting something. JLambsy still making good progress here, is I guess around 2 stages ahead by now. Polari doing better this time, but there comes a rock. And JLambsy finishing another stage. Still more of this genie magic realm. I have to admit I've never seen the Aladdin movie. I only know the cartoon TV show. I'm guessing this is inside the lamp. JLambsy is making good progress in this vertical section. Polari clearing stage 3. I'm guessing JLambsy is gonna reach the end of stage 4 soon. And now Polari is also in the genie stage. Oh, JLambsy taking a fall there. Is that still the same room as with the vertical part? No, okay. Isn't losing that much. Yeah, this definitely sounds like a recognizable song. Song and dance number. Risky jump from Polari there, but does manage to grab onto a ledge. And JLambsy finishing another room. Might be done with stage 4 now. Yeah. Oh, and Polari with another fall. So Polari is at the start of stage 4, JLambsy now at the start of stage 5. And Polari is coming to this difficult platforming section. I think JLambsy took a death or two here. Ooh, dangerous jump on the playing card. Polari's going carefully here right from the start. Oh, misses the card. Looks like JLambsy is still making good progress, finishing another room. Polari going very carefully now. Ah, missing the big jump there from the card. I finally saw what the green containers do. They spill out apples. I guess the players usually stood right at the point where the apples come out. Okay, or other items. JLambsy finishing another room. Polari is again on this appearing platform section. He's a playing card, those always have been the biggest risk. Second playing card. And Polari makes it through this section. Hopefully the end of this room is coming soon. Polari taking another big jump, skipping a bunch of stuff, but doesn't make it to the end. Still, I think at least 2 rooms ahead, behind. Looks like JLambsy might be coming up to boss fight or something. Or maybe not, okay. Stage 5 clear for JLambsy. Pulling even further ahead. Another flying section for JLambsy. I'm guessing this is the I Can Show You the World song. I wonder what happens if you fall down in this vertical section where Polari is. Like, does it scroll down? Yeah, okay, so you're fairly safe. You can't die there easily. You can't just fall off. Looks like JLambsy's stage isn't a danger at all. There aren't any enemies or obstacles so far. Just a auto-scroller without anything to slow you down or speed you up. Oh yeah, JLambsy got another heart in his health bar. I think most deaths we've seen, maybe all deaths we've seen, did not come from losing health, but from just falling down somewhere. So I'm not sure the hearts are really gonna help them too much. Maybe they're useful for the final boss. Polari clears stage 4. Still quite a bit behind the whole stage 5 and also this flying bonus stage. That's just an auto-scroller without anything. Oh, looks like you can't grab onto that ledge where the sand is flowing over. Already taking a fall there. Yeah, JLambsy is pretty far ahead. Not sure Polari can do anything to catch up to this. Unless maybe the final section is really hard and this is the actual race decider. That's a kind of thing we see sometimes, that there are really difficult stages, particularly near or at the end. That are just so difficult that they basically become the whole race. We've got a finish in the meantime by Vitor with a time of 24:21. JLambsy is finishing another stage. Still making very good progress here. We're already taking the shortcut over these spikes. He's on 1 heart now. We might actually see a... Oh, okay, refills his health, but another fairly blind jump with the glider that led to a pit. Yeah, I figured this is a pretty well-known game. I kinda wonder if, like, the games we have left in the pool might partially be left because they are popular and have been redrawn. Polari with a very dangerous jump there. Very low, gliding to the next platform just barely, but does make it through. Still in stage 5 though, I think, so quite a bit behind JLambsy. Polari has to finish stage 5 and then the flying bonus stage. And then maybe another room or two to catch up to JLambsy. Polari also has 6 hearts by now, so can just run across the spikes and waste some health. And JLambsy is coming up to a boss. Is this the final boss, maybe? Oh, I guess the first phase of the final boss or something. I'm guessing Jafar is gonna transform into something else. Polari clearing stage 5. So now the flying auto-scroller without any dangers is coming up for Polari, and then the whole, what I assume is the final stage. And that's the flying stage for Polari. So he's now starting the stage that JLambsy is on. JLambsy is still on this same boss fight, but I think probably has the strat down by now. Manages to dodge the lightning bullet there, lightning bolt, and defeats the boss. Not the last boss if I understand correctly, but I think we're almost there. JLambsy finishing stage 6, Polari is just at the start of stage 6 here. Final battle for JLambsy. And also upgrades to 7 hearts. Polari also has 7 hearts by now. JLambsy here in what I'm assuming is the final boss fight against a big snake. I like the moving floor. Looks like it's a pretty similar strategy as in the previous fight. You have to jump up high enough to get up on the enemy's head. Okay, Polari just taking a fall into the fire, I guess it just costs health. Oh, JLambsy with a dot done. Is that already the end? I kinda expected some kind of escape sequence or something again. You thought you could outwit the most powerful being on Earth. There more here. I kinda feel like there's still something coming up. I didn't check the paste bin, maybe it says that this is the end. Let me have a quick look. After beating Big Snake is what the paste bin says. Ah, Aladdin defeats him with a wish. That's not gameplay. See what the actual time was. Is my on screen? Oh yeah, he did that done much earlier, I guess. It's 32:53. Yeah, JLambsy was mostly doing pretty well. There were a few places where he took some deaths, but otherwise he didn't really let much stop him. Polari in the meantime on the first Jafar fight. So not too far from the end. This fight did take JLambsy a few tries. Oh, Polari's down to 1 heart. It's another hit in there. Can Polari clutch this out still? Polari gets a lot of jumps on that stuff there, but didn't get a hit on the enemy in. Polari's taking a bunch of hits in this fight, is going very aggressively. Down to 2 hearts, 1 heart. Hope it doesn't end with a death from health again, but there goes Polari down again. Yeah, JLambsy also needed a few attempts for this boss. The big snake boss seems easier than this. Interesting credits. Planner Salaryman. Apparently this is still from the time where Japanese devs didn't put their real names in, or maybe weren't allowed to. Okay, Polari's down to 1 heart again, gets another hit on the boss. Looks like Polari's joining us. Polari's joining us.
JLambsy in the waiting room too.
No, you jumped in the wrong room. No, you jumped in the wrong room. So I'm on your stream, so I'm gonna mute that for now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I already lost. Race is over. I figure I'm close to the end, so I figured I'd just play. But yeah, JLambsy is waiting to come in. He already finished.
Yep, we've got JLambsy here with us now as well.
Hello.
Hello, congrats on the win.
Thank you. GG's, Polari.
GG's.
So, yeah, I want to get off Robin Williams' Wild Ride.
What did Robin Williams do to you? I mean, the genie stage seemed okay. Didn't seem that bad.
No. Just no. I didn't like that stage.
Really, the genie stage was the worst one. Okay, we've seen several auto scrollers in this game. That's usually a big no for racing. What did you think about the auto scrollers?
Aside from A Whole New World, which was, admittedly, I probably should have went and taken a bio break during that, but I wanted the hearts. I don't know. It was good. I thought the other 2 auto scrollers were perfectly fine. The first one had a lot of danger to it, like a lot of tight platforming, which actually made it, I don't know what's the word, active. Whereas the second one was, I mean, one mistake and you were done. I know, like I said, I've played this game 20 some odd years ago when you could still walk into a motel office and rent games. Or maybe that was just my small town Saskatchewan talking. And I remember renting this and playing the first stage and just absolutely despising it.
Really?
And then I remember getting a Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse and loving that game, and I could see so much of that DNA in this game that I'm like, why did I hate this game?
Yeah, that's curious. I thought it's a very popular game. So I'm also surprised that we can actually pull it for someone, but nice to see it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have not actually played this game before, but also I don't think that was the decider anyway.
I think I also noticed, Polari, that your game was stuttering a little bit here and there. Did you have some performance issues?
I had a lot of slowdown on mine.
Yeah, it seemed like just lag to me. It's an old console game. I mean, I think I have a tiny amount of stuttering with Beezahawk, but it's not like I'm getting significant frame drops or anything. And I'm sure, like right now, this game is
Oh yeah,
definitely
that's
just
a lot of
lagging.
slowdown. But yeah, I noticed it in the music mostly. I'm not sure the slowdown would, the lag would do that.
It is a Capcom platformer on Super Nintendo. I kind of expect slowdown whenever I play one of those.
Yeah, they're making it look very nice though. I'm seeing the big snake floor on Polari screen. That's pretty neat, for example.
Yeah, I think that's done.
Yep.
That should be.
It says when you beat the big snake. Yeah. GG's on finishing game, Polari. Let's see, that's a Lizards 6. So that's of course the end of your Mystery Tournament 19.
Yep.
But you got pretty far. Although I'm assuming since you've been around for a while, you've made it pretty far before.
Yeah, and also a lot of the people that used to be consistently ahead of me skipped out on this one, so I had my expectations a little higher, but yes, it's pretty deep in the tournament. Can't be too unhappy with this.
What did you think about the games you've got?
Man, I'm just so tired right now. I was in Sweden last weekend, and so I can't really recall anything.
I know you've played Out of Bands against me. I think that was a very nice game.
Oh yeah, that was obviously cool. Yeah, the last two were like, this one was an actual SNES platformer, and the one that dropped me out of winner's bracket was well, a modern game, but in the same style. And I'm just like, I don't want to call them unfair, they are not, but there's just kind of so much uncertainty and jank to them that it gets really frustrating. Like in this case, like, I was tired. It's about 10 minutes in, I was just tilted and taking stupid deaths all over the place, and I was kind of resigned at that point to having lost the race. But it got a little better, just loosening up and deciding that I wasn't going to look cool anyway, so I might as well just finish the game.
Your first game was Ushio Totora, I'm just seeing. That was also
Oh
quite
my
a challenge.
God, that's garbage.
Yeah, that definitely looked like both players were struggling with it.
Like, the game otherwise was just like okay, but a bad race. But the thing there was that the final boss. Okay, there were two things actually. One was that Basebeam didn't explain controls, and there was some key move that you kind of stumbled upon or not. And me and my opponent both did kind of like pretty good ones, but not probably quite optimal. And the other thing was that the final boss was stupid RNG in practice. It was like stupidly hard to actually play against, so basically you would just face tank it and hope that you got enough RNG, 1-ups and health in the stage before it, and then just tried it until you got through. It was incredibly stupid.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a challenging game. Yeah, I think you've got some nice games. At least a few, the way it looks like. And JLambsy, yeah. I'm seeing you dropped into into Lizards bracket, sorry, in the first round, and you've been on quite a run since then.
Oh, I was hoping I could dodge Sokoban. My first game was recursive Sokoban. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I close my eyes, and I can still see infinite boxes.
Looks like that's the only Sokoban so far. Most of the other games were platformers.
I think, yeah, because Grimhook was a like 3D parkour platformer. Maldita Castle was like a Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts or whatever one you want to call it. Malobu was Burt. And then Splatterhouse was... Yeah, that was an NES platformer. And then House of Pegarin was the Pit TM.
Oh, yeah, would you say you're more of an action game player than a puzzle player?
I enjoy puzzle games when I can play at my own pace. I like to sight reading puzzle games. I'm not great at. I can't just take a look at a puzzle and be like, "Oh, this is what I have to do." With an action game or a platformer or something like that, I can sight read really well and be like, "Oh yeah, no, this is obvious what I have to do. Oh, this can be a speed strat here, sort of thing." And I'm not even that much of a speedrunner. I just like to go fast when I can.
Also, in both genres, it's not just how good you are in a vacuum, but how good you are compared to other people. I can do pretty well in both, and like in puzzles, I'm probably pretty high up if you were to rank people. But there are some people that just are way better still.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've seen some people complete puzzles. I had to play, what is it, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for an event, and the person I was playing against destroyed me, and I'm sitting there looking at the restream or the VOD. I'm like, what? How?
Oh, well, there's still a few chances to get some difficult puzzle games, I guess.
No.
I think...
I said please not to get puzzle, alright?
Oh yeah, you never know what you get. I think there's still 2 rounds left for you before you could get into top 8. Maybe let's have a quick look at who's gonna be your next opponent, if you don't already know.
I think it's gonna be either someone 325 or Cookies Are Yum.
Yep, exactly. And then in the match after that, if you can make it, that one guy is already waiting for you, so lots of strong competition.
Oh yeah, well,
It
we haven't taken a look at the bracket.
looks like top 8 is in sight, only 2 more matches if you can clutch it out. And even if you don't, you did really well so far.
Thank you.
3 matches still before top 8.
Really, isn't it Lizard 7 and Lizard's 8 and then the next one would be top 8? Well, anyway, so 2 or 3 matches, I guess, if I'm wrong. But yeah, thank you both for joining. Hope you enjoyed Aladdin.
Really did. Thank you for having us, and I've been loving this tournament for the first time competitor, and I'm glad I'm still in it.
Yeah, good luck with the rest.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's the only match we have right now. Probably for a while. Let's see what's coming up. Tomorrow, a few hours later than today, we'll have Someone 325 versus Cookies Are Yum. That's the match that's gonna lead into JLambsy's next match. And then quite a few days ahead. That's Sunday maybe. That's Monday already. On Monday, 2 PM, we've got NES Kamikaze versus Fast Fruit Man. Maybe we'll have some more matches coming up on the weekend or tomorrow, I figure. Yeah, it might be time to add top 8 into the schedule. Top 8, as a reminder, is on the 22nd and 23rd of March. So we're definitely getting closer to that. There's not a ton of matches left. I think last time I saw a count it was 20 left, so now it's a little bit less than that. Oh yeah. That's all we have for now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Check back when we have another match. You can keep an eye on the Discord and get the GIF game roll so you get pinged when a match is coming up. Or you can watch the Twitch channel. Until next time, see you.